Hello everyone and welcome to a new edition of Insights. If you would like to learn more about the topics discussed here today, you can find more information and archived copies of the monthly Village newsletter in the news section at PleasantPrairieWi.gov. Village offices, including the Residential Recycling Center, will be closed on Good Friday, April 19th. Offices will reopen for regular business hours on Monday, April 22nd, while the Residential Recycling Center will be open for regular hours on Saturday, April 20th. Garbage and recycling collection will take place as regularly scheduled on Friday, April 19th. Electronics and white goods will not be collected on Friday, April 19th. These collections will instead be scheduled for Thursday, April 18th. Recplex will be closed on Easter Sunday. In the beginning of March, village officials signed a beam at the Aurora Medical Center. The beam is destined to become a part of Advocate Aurora Health Center, Pleasant Prairie, which is currently under construction. Construction workers will place the last steel beam on top of the medical office building, signaling that the structure has reached its ultimate height. Advocate Aurora Healthcare will be located at the northwest corner of County Highway Q and 120th Avenue in the Prairie Highland Corporate Park. Facility construction is anticipated to be completed during the summer of 2020. The Pleasant Prairie Department of Fire and Rescue will be providing a free bleeding control training that is open to the public in honor of National Stop the Bleed Day. Training will take place in the Recplex lobby on Sunday, March 31st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Village began issuing bi-monthly editions of the Village newsletter in January 2019. Residents are encouraged to visit the news section at PleasantPrairieWi.gov and the Village social media channels to stay up to date on announcements and news items in between issues. Pleasant Prairie Police Department will soon obtain a new police canine unit. See the March issue of the Village newsletter to read more information about the new canine. Village leaders and staff met on Saturday, February 23rd for a strategic planning session to set the vision of the future for Pleasant Prairie. Promoting and preserving investment became a significant and common theme throughout the discussion. The Village team identified 6 strategic issues as the key priorities. Find the entire article in the March issue of the Village newsletter. Please see the March issue of the Village newsletter for an update of the community collaboration process for the development of the future downtown of Pleasant Prairie, to be known as the Village Green Center. The 2019 spring election will take place on Tuesday, April 3rd. Polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. A sample ballot has been posted to the news section at PleasantPrairieWi.gov. If you are interested in becoming a poll worker, please contact the Village Clerk at 262-694-1400. Kenosha County will provide household hazardous waste collection at the Kenosha County Center between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Saturday, May 4th. In addition to hazardous waste, Kenosha County will collect e-waste and refrigerant waste on May 4th. The Residential Recycling Center accepts household hazardous waste on the first Saturday of every month year-round between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Detailed information can be found in the March issue of the Village newsletter and at PleasantPrairieWi.gov. The National Weather Service will conduct statewide tornado drills in Wisconsin on Thursday, April 12th. See the March issue of the Village newsletter for more information. Please read the March issue of the Village newsletter or PleasantPrairieWi.gov for details on spring residential leaf collection. On Saturday, May 11th, between 9 a.m. and noon, Village residents can bring unwanted personal documents to the Residential Recycling Center located at 8000 128th Street for on-site destruction. Residents may bring as many personal documents as they can carry. Important changes have been made to the emergency notification system, and they will affect the way you receive messages from the Village of Pleasant Prairie. The Village will only be able to send alert notifications via text message. These types of notifications are saved for emergency circumstances only. All other messages or non-emergency messages will only be received via email. See more information in the March issue of the Village newsletter or visit PleasantPrairieWi.gov. The Village will no longer automatically send out the Village Calendar and Resource Directory to homes within Pleasant Prairie. If you are interested in receiving future editions of the Village Calendar directly to your mailbox, please register at PleasantPrairieWi.gov. Please see the March issue of the Village newsletter to read about Blue STEM energy solutions. The police department encourages you to make sure you follow safety tips when on the bike trail or in public areas, including to walk, jog, or bike with a buddy, be aware of your surroundings, avoid wearing earbuds, and take a cell phone or other device to use if you need to call for help. More tips are listed in the March issue of the Village newsletter. Please be a responsible pet owner and scoop your pet's waste to help keep our lakes and rivers clean. The Wisconsin Marathon will take place on Saturday, May 4th, and a portion of the course travels into the village. Access to and in the area of 3rd Avenue will be limited to local traffic only, between the hours of 7 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Residents living along the course will have access to and from homes. Learn more at wisconsinmarathon.com. Reduce waste by viewing an online copy of the Village newsletter. Sign up on our email list at the bottom of our webpage at PleasantPrairieWi.gov. Walter Graber retired from the Village on February 27, 2019, after 23 years of outstanding service. Walter has served with the Village as Senior Appraiser within the Office of Assessment Administration. The Village thanks Walter for his outstanding services and wishes him a congratulations on his retirement. On February 18th, the Pleasant Prairie Police Department presented recognition to Detective Andrea Bray to commemorate her service with Distinction of Merit for over 8 years to the Pleasant Prairie Ceremonial Honor Guard. The Village would like to welcome our newest employee, Greg Zarney, to the Village of Pleasant Prairie. Greg works as the newly created position of Code Enforcement Officer in the Department of Community Development. Welcome to the community, Greg. Recplex will be hosting its annual Kids and Family Expo on Saturday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This free event highlights Recplex Summer Camp and offers over 500 different family-oriented vendors throughout the fieldhouse. Please see the March issue of the Village newsletter to read about a popular racetrack that was once located in Pleasant Prairie, known as the Ideal Racetrack. That's all we have this time through. To keep up to date in between issues, visit PleasantPrairieWi.gov or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.